We're out here in the Nairobi National Park for an early morning game drive. Obviously, tourism is a big foreign currency earner for this particular economy. Let's speak now to one of the players, particularly in this space.
Well, our business is primarily focused on wildlife photographic safaris. We operate within Southern Africa. We've got a number of safaris that we put out there. We do a lot of work in Kenya, particularly around to coincide with the wildebeest migration in the Masai Mara. We've been running safaris there for the last 6 years.
WildEye is proud, actually, to be able to host international photographers for an on-site where the action is, especially in the Mara. We do also take our guests in other national parks, but our prime time is in July to October during the wildebeest migration in the Masai Mara, which is a heaven for photographers.
And so you're a South African-based company, but are now in Kenya as well. Give us a sense of what it's like, the challenges, I suppose, of operating in both those territories.
It was particularly easy from setting up a company. You know, the company act is, I wouldn't say loose, but it's not difficult to set up a company. We set up this company with a local partner, and from a information point of view, we really had to just give information on the directors of WildEye. We decided on the shareholding split. We gave obviously our names, our passports, our residential addresses, and literally we set up got a memorandum of articles of association, and within a couple of weeks the business was set up ready for trading.
We do have several challenges as like transactions of businesses in between the countries. The bureaucracy, of course. we in Kenya we complain a lot about the bureaucracy, and we think it stops our business now and then. But it's all good. Once the logistics are done, everything else is smooth sailing, and the Kenyan hospitality is on prey.
That is fantastic. Yeah. When did you start the business?
In WildEye, we started in 2011. We actually, I was with a company. I owned a company called WildEye Connection, Wild Connection Safaris, and I met Jono and Jerry and Andrew. In one of they came in as our guests,
and the experience was mind blowing. The camp and everything wasn't that great, and we just thought if we dialed this up, it would be a magnificent product that we would be able to market. So Isaac, we spoke to him while we were in the Mara, on the banks of the Mara River, and he said, "What about this idea?" And he sort of looked at us and thought we were crazy South Africans, and big talk. And within literally 6 months, we'd set up the venture. We bought a lot of the equipment in SA, sent it up there, and the next year we started our first year of migration safaris, taking about 30-odd people. This last year we took about 93 people from South Africa and the rest of the world. So it's proven to be a great venture. And
the company has done well. We're still very young since we formed the company. We've been doing very well. We have been able to use the media and word of mouth, especially. People have recommended us, and we have a lot of South African guests. And one of the most interesting thing is that we like about in Kenya particularly is the enthusiasm from people from South Africa.
So as a business, what keeps you busy then outside of that peak period which you spoke about of July to October?
We do have big cat safaris in February and July, and we have set departures all lined up in our website, and it is great because we have wonderful game parks.
We've got 14 people that work for us during our migration. We've got 4 permanent guides that do safaris and general travel itineraries outside of migration, and we ran a couple of other photographic safaris February, July, and other times of the year to different destinations within Kenya. And our camp staff are seasonal, so they work for us during migration. A lot of them are Maasai, and after migration they go back to their homelands in the southern Maasai Rift Valley of Kenya. and they are pastoralists by trade, if you can call it that.